Yo, you in a mess. So pay attention when you blindsided. The funny thing about when you blindsided is you not even gonna notice most of the time. You feel me? Like, most of the time, you're not even gonna peep when you done got off track. That's the whole reason why getting off track is so easy to do, because you could be done missed your point and where you were supposed to get off that train, but you don't notice because you just riding right now. You just chilling, you know? So all the time you been wasted, all the time you done watched go by, all of that, like, you're not really worried about it because you done got off track on whatever it is you focused on. So it's like whatever done distracted you, whatever done grabbed your attention that got you not paying attention to whatever the original goal was that you set, that'll turn around and be the same reason why you at where you at and going through what you going through. You get me? Like, I had to realize this for myself. Like, when you blindsided, bro, it's so much that can be right in your face that you not even gonna see it. You see the same way how I'm still looking, but my hands, you feel me? That's how it be, being blindsided. Like, stuff be right there, but you not gonna catch it. You're not gonna be able to be hip to what's going on, because in your mind, whatever you focused on or got your thoughts on, that's all you can see. So even if you may know something ain't right, feel something ain't right, have evidence even that something ain't right, if you refusing to believe it up here, it can get to a point where you don't even see nothing wrong with the way that you processing the information in front of you. It's gonna get to a point where you're going to forget that you processing it wrong. So then time gonna go by, you gonna realize, like, damn, I've been steady looking at this like this for a long time. Like, I've been thinking this way. It ain't got nothing to do with anybody else, anybody else outside of yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with anything outside of yourself that you may try to blame. Because what I had to realize for myself, you can try to make a reason on why you not where you want to be, but at the end of the day, that's just your reason. That's just what you have decided is your why, on why you don't have A, B, and C done already, or your excuse, I should better say, your excuse for why you don't got A, B, and C. That's why it's so dangerous to be blindsided, because you could get blindsided, not know that you've been blindsided, and just be moving around doing your regular routine like everything's sweet, but it ain't. So it's like whatever you originally said, oh, I'm gonna stop doing this, or this year is gonna be the year I do this and do that. Whatever you've been sitting there telling yourself, promising yourself, and vouching to yourself about, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then you turn around and don't do it, all of that is things that compound on you. You may have had people who believed in you and felt like, okay, why aren't you doing this or whatever, but you the one that really take the toll on, because a time will come where you will wake up one day and be like, damn, what have I been doing with my time? But then a time will also come for some where it don't come at all. Like, literally just they don't never figure out that they really just fucked off their whole life and they whole everything. So if you even having the awareness to know, damn, I said I was gonna do A, B, and C and then do it, you still in the game, you still in the fight to an extent. You still got some type of leeway where you able to, you know, you able to push and pull a little bit. You able to find your way if need be. You just got to bring it all the way home, though. It's not enough just to be aware. You got to also be aware and then do something about what it is that you done became aware of. Because it's like, for example, let's say you walking down the street and you like to exercise, you like to get your exercise by walking. So boom, you decide that you finna start going on long walks around your city, just the whole city, right? The outskirts of it, right? You know this a long walk. and you do it that first time, let's say you got real dehydrated because you didn't bring yourself no water, you weren't drinking water beforehand, or none of that, you weren't preparing yourself for nothing. You just kind of threw yourself to the wolves, and it went how it went. You just barely made it back home, right? Okay, so in a situation like that, nobody said you had to stop walking. But if you know everything you went through while you was going walking, okay, what do you know needs to change in that dynamic? Okay, you can fix all that. But see, the average person is gonna go through that and be like, yeah, that sucked, bro. But then when it's time for them to exercise again, they wanna walk again, they gonna put themselves through it again and again and again. And after a while, it's just gonna be muscle memory. Oh, this is how it is when we do this. We always dehydrated. That's how habits build. That's how lifestyles form. It all starts off with you letting some shit slide one time, and then you keep letting that shit slide, keep letting it slide, and keep letting it slide. Now, before you know it, you ain't doing nothing but sliding. Like I said earlier with the train example, you been was supposed to get off. You been missed your stop, and you just riding. You just chilling. That's what's so dangerous about being blindsided. Because you can get blindsided. You can get blindsided and be thinking that you're still on track, but you're not. That's why it's important to be aware of yourself, be paying attention to yourself for real. Because you can go through the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Or you can decide, you know what, fuck that, bro. I done seen enough. I done been through enough, like I'm cool. This is the part where things go different. I don't care what I gotta do to make it be different, but it's going to be different. I'm not going through this no more. It gotta get to that point. And everybody has their own timeline for when they get to that point. For some, you might just have went through it one time. You know what I mean? Whether it's going to jail or getting caught up or whatever the situation is, whatever it is your personal strife is in your life, it's like what I said with the walking example. You can either learn from what you've been through and decide to pick a route that's going to be smoother and healthier and have more longevity, or you can just keep putting yourself through it and then just start telling yourself, this is how it is, this is what come with this. And then at that point you brainwashing yourself, because see, what started off as a choice turns into a habit, which turns into a decision that becomes a lifestyle. Notice the stages of it. You made a choice. That's something that you can change at any time. But you made a choice, and that choice became a habit because you kept making that choice. So now it became a decision, because now this is just something you decided on. It's gonna be a part of your life, how you live and how you get on. And then after that, it becomes a lifestyle. Because what? Now, you ain't doing nothing but following the same thing you've been doing. So once you put your life on autopilot, boom, there you go. 5 years gone, 10 years gone, 15 years gone, 30 years gone. And you sitting here like, damn, where the time went with you? Time went with you. You just weren't doing shit with it. This is something I've had to learn for myself personally. So I know it gotta be a lot of souls and entities that gotta be going through the same thing, might be needing to hear something like this. So that's where this comes from, you know. But I don't even gotta drag this on no more, say no more. I pretty much said what I gotta say. So yeah, when you get blindsided, stay in the mist.